Hey everyone, it is Kylie here. I thought I would pop on. The kids are in bed, and I'm sitting outside enjoying a glass of wine and just catching up on some things. And I thought I would pop on because I have been getting a few questions regarding my new offering, the Better Sleep for Babies online course and group coaching program. And I wanted to pop on and answer some questions that I've been getting because I think many of you have similar questions, and my apologies. I have obviously not been super clear on this stuff. Sometimes it happens that you've got it all in your head and it all makes sense, but then when you go to share it, it is not as clear to everybody. So I apologize for that. But I wanted to talk a little bit about, and I have the questions written down, so that's what I'm looking at. So first of all, I've had the question whether this program is good for toddlers. And yes, it is. I have designed the program so that it is actually good for 0 to 18. However, there's going to be lots of information that is relevant to older toddlers as well, so up to about age 3. So you'll still get a lot of value from it. And to be honest, the course is really reasonably priced. So even if you only watch like 2 out of the 5 modules, you're going to get a lot of value from it. And so a lot of it is going to be talking about what normal sleep is. So we'll be going through the different age ranges, what sleep science is. We're going to talk about wake windows and overstimulation. We're going to talk about sleep hormones. All of that stuff is relevant regardless of how old your baby is. We're going to talk about sensory processing and primitive reflexes. Again, that is relevant whether your baby is 6 months old, whether your baby is 3 years old. And some of the things that we'll talk about that are more relevant to the toddlers and older are the components that will be focusing on, setting loving boundaries and the attachment in terms of mom and baby attachments, in terms of putting boundaries in place when things are no longer working for you, supporting emotions. That comes into play a little bit more when babies are a little older because their cognitive abilities are different, obviously, than babies that are little. So there will be some differences, but this is why I've created the program like this, so that literally it's an online course. You just buy it when you need it. And then you have the group coaching available if you purchase it throughout the time that I'm helping with the group coaching. So right now, the program is available with weekly group coaching, which will be offered until September 30th. When September 30th comes around, the program is not going away. It just means that I won't be doing weekly group coaching. So you'll just be purchasing the online course to go through on your own. I am planning to do 3-month chunks of the weekly group coaching twice a year. So now is the first time. And so that means that the second time won't be until 2021. So there's that. What other questions? Why did I choose the 90 days or like the 3 months? I just picked a number. September 30th seemed to be like a good chunk to get us through the summer and any changes in kind of routine and whatnot. And I figured that 3 months was a good amount of time for people to go through the course materials and also attend the weekly group coachings that they needed to get the support that they needed. It doesn't mean that it's going to take 90 days for your baby to get better sleep or your family to get better sleep. It just means that you have that 90 days of access to me, to come to the group coaching, to ask your questions when you have them. The expectation is not that you're coming to the group coaching. Hey, Tasha. The expectation is not that you're coming to the group coaching every single week, because that would be overload. I mean, hey, if you need the weekly accountability, I'm here for you. But don't feel pressured to come to the weekly group coaching. It's just there so that you come when you need it, when you have a question, when you are watching the online content and maybe you have a question about something, or you've maybe tried to implement something, or you have a specific thing that's going on with your baby. So that's what the weekly group coaching is for. I've also had this question in terms of like, oh my God, I am already like 2 weeks into it and what's going on? I've lost time. And again, hey Marge, hey Jess, I guess. So you have not lost any time. Like I mentioned, it's just the group coaching that happens every week that is only until September 30th. When you purchase the program, you get access to it for 3 months from whenever you purchase the program. However, I will not be doing the group coaching past September 30th. So there's that. I've also had the question of, can I guarantee better sleep? And this is a question that, like, nobody can really guarantee anything when it comes to babies, right? And kids. I can tell you that what is going to happen is you're going to learn about what is normal sleep. You're going to learn about all of the different things that can potentially affect your baby's sleep. You're going to learn how they all work together. And you're going to learn tips and tricks to start putting into place that are pretty easy to put into place so that you can encourage your baby to sleep for longer stretches, to get to sleep a little bit quicker. If you're bouncing on the ball for 2 hours and it's no longer working for you, I can help. But there's not really a guarantee because it sort of depends on what you implement and how you implement it, because I'm not there with you step by step every single day cheering you on like I am with my individual coaching or individual like sleep support clients. So it depends on how consistently you're putting into place, what strategies you're putting into place. It also depends on whether there's anything going on with your child, like medically, like do they have a tongue tie? And that is actually what is causing them to have some sleep difficulties because they're not actually getting a full belly, or they're getting a belly full of air because they are sucking, getting a little bit of milk and a lot of air. And so then they have, they're uncomfortable. Does your baby have any digestive issues that are causing digestive, like maybe they've got food intolerances or allergies that aren't necessarily diagnosed yet, right? So like those are things that you'll learn about in the course, and you'll need to kind of do some investigating on your own. But those are some of the things that might be standing in the way of your baby sleeping for longer stretches. So it's really hard for me to give any kind of guarantee. And to be honest, it's hard. I don't know how there are sleep trainers out there who are giving any kind of guarantee because it really depends on so many factors. I can definitely tell you that you are going to feel less stressed. You're going to understand your baby better. And, you will, most likely, your baby will start to sleep either longer stretches or more easily, or both. And everybody's just going to be a little bit more calm. Okay? What else did I have? Will there be any sleep training? Nope, and nope. There is no sleep training with the baby-led sleep approach. That is not, hey Marcos, that is not part of this approach at all. We actually do not recommend sleep training at all. That being said, if you have tried sleep training before and now you're like, my baby's not sleeping, there was a regression and they're not sleeping again and I can't do sleep training again, come and join the program. It's not that we don't like people who have done sleep training. Believe me, I have lots of clients who have done sleep training in the past and now they need something different. So there will be no sleep training, there will be no crying it out, there will be no leaving baby unsupported in this approach. I can't guarantee because I, again, am not there one-to-one with you, right? But I'm going to be teaching about why we want to be supporting babies, why babies need to be supported all the time, day and night. So no, there is none of the traditional sleep training, even some of those gentler sleep approaches that are still separation-based, that are still behavioral-based. None of that is in this Better Sleep for Babies program because none of that is in alignment with the baby sleep approach. What else have I gotten here? What is the setup? So I'm not really sure, but in terms of, I feel like I've talked about the setup, but maybe not clearly enough. So it is an online course. So the setup will be in an online platform. So you go and you listen to the different modules, and the modules will be laid out in those different, that DREAMS method that I talked about. So D is for development, R is for routines, rhythms, and regulation. E is for environment, A is for attachment and like associations in terms of sleep associations, and then also aromatherapy. M is for mama love, so trusting your mama instincts, but also realizing that mama self-care is hugely important. There will also be a little 5-day mama self-care challenge there. And then S will be like any additional sleep interruptions, sleep challenges. And so it'll be laid out in that kind of framework online. So you'll go and you'll listen to the lessons, and I'll have different handouts and PDFs and checklists and whatnot, depending on whether it's appropriate for that lesson. And then from now until September 30th, there will be weekly group coaching calls. If you choose to come, you do not have to come. If you only come to one of them, great. If you got your questions answered, great. If you come to all of them, great. That is totally fine too. But between now and September 30th, there will be weekly group coaching calls. Those will be over Zoom. I have not decided yet if those will be recorded or not. It will depend on who comes to the calls and whether they are okay with being recorded or not. So maybe not. So that is what the setup is. In terms of the pricing, so I've had a few questions also about this, because I've got 2 different ways that you can get into this program. The first way is you can pay full price, $247. That's the full price of the program this time around. So this is the first time that I'm offering it. So it's kind of like an introductory price. The second way to get in is actually if you purchase the Better Sleep Solution kit that I have specifically curated using Young Living essential oils and a cute little diffuser. So if you purchase that with my Young Living affiliate link, then I am gifting you this Better Sleep for Babies as a complimentary bonus. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I really wholeheartedly believe, and I use essential oils every single day. If you guys don't already know that about me, then you haven't been following me for very long. But I wholeheartedly believe in them and have seen really fantastic benefits for not just my own clients, but for my family as well. And so it is one of the tools that I use in my approach. It is not the only tool. I am not saying that essential oils are going to cure everything and get your baby to sleep through the night. However, there are definitely testimonials about that. So it's just another tool. So if you are somebody who wants to be reducing the toxins in their life, who wants to be starting like a bit more of a wellness journey, who's being a little bit more conscious of using natural alternatives and doesn't want to be doing Advil and Tylenol and all sorts of other things all the time with their babies or kids, then this might be an option that you want to explore. And there's like, I mean, really, it ends up being like $169 US for all of the things that I kind of have curated in this kit. And then there's like some extras that I mentioned that might be interesting for you, like things that balance mama hormones and, you know, give you more energy and help the brain fog and all of that kind of stuff. But there's like kind of a basic kit that I've compiled, and then there's just add-ons depending, and you don't have to buy that stuff, but the $169 is the basic kit that I've compiled. And so you're literally getting not only a deal, so you're paying $169 versus $247, but you're also getting actual things to use and keep in your house. So for me, that's like a no-brainer, and it's just a little kind of gift that I wanted to give. I know that one-to-one sleep support can be expensive and it's not financially feasible for everybody, and that's totally fine. So I wanted to offer a way for a lot of people to get the sleep support that they want or that they need in a more affordable way. So that is all of the questions that I had coming in. if anybody does have any additional questions, oh, I did have one other question. Somebody asked me if they already have the essential oils, then which option do they choose? So like if you already have an account with Young Living, if you already have some of those oils, or if you already have an account with another essential oil company and you don't want to switch to Young Living, that is totally fine. That is up to you. That is your decision. Then you just pay full price for the program and you get in that way, and you can use whatever oils you have at home. That's totally cool. So you don't have to feel like you have to buy the essential oils is essentially what I'm saying. You can buy them if you want and get it as a bonus, or you can decide, no, I don't want any of those. And also I want to mention that the essential oils is just a small part of the program. So even if you're not into essential oils, if you're like, no, I don't want any of that stuff, there's going to be so much information in this program, you guys. You're getting a really amazing deal. That's it. So if you have any questions, pop them in the chat below or DM me. Actually, DM me, because I don't really know how to check messages after the live is over. Yeah, so anyway, DM me and I will get those answered for you. And if you are wanting to explore and join and get in on the group coaching, then you can just tap my bio and just click the link in there and go to the Better Sleep for Babies page. And we'll get started. If you have any questions, if you need help, I'm here. All right. Bye, guys. Have a good night.